Hello, More Than Small Talk podcast friends. This is Susie Eller. Each week we bring you a little more encouragement as a follow-up to our latest episode. Yesterday we chatted with Mary Marantz, author of the book, Underestimated. If you haven't heard this episode, I want to encourage you to go back and listen. It's powerful. I recently went through some old blog posts that I wrote when I first started so many years ago. They were kind of bad, and I'm not kidding. There was value in them, but I could see how much I had to learn. I thought about those old blog posts as I listened to Mary Marantz discuss the ways that we often underestimate ourselves. And in doing so, perhaps we're underestimating what God can do. Back then, I knew that God was calling me to write and eventually to speak. There was a learning curve, and it was scary. I wanted to wait until I had it perfect, until it passed some measure of success. And yet writing my first post and my second was a part of the learning process. Is God asking you to begin something new, whether that's personal growth or learning more about your faith or taking a step of faith, whether that's in ministry, in relationships, or in life? If so, I want you to remember this. No one, none of us, know everything about all things. So each time we step out in faith, we're going to grow a little bit more. Our knees might knock, our heart might hammer, but God meets us there. And perfection is never the goal. Being obedient is. As we continue to show up, fully aware of what we might not bring to the table, we're also trusting what God does bring. How many times did our heroes of the Bible say, I'm not sure I'm the right person for this? And yet they also moved forward, trusting that God saw what they could not. And that's the power of His anointing. And that's the power of His purpose. And that's the power in trusting God. If we refuse to fail, we refuse to grow. So let's not underestimate who God knows we can be. And let's not underestimate who He is as we say yes to that calling. If you sense God asking you to take a step of faith and your knees are knocking, embrace the learning curve that comes with that calling. And when you fail, because we all do, look for ways to learn from it, because that's growth too. And last, why don't we take a moment today to cheer someone else on whose knees are knocking, even as they say yes to God? Let's not underestimate ourselves. Let's not underestimate who God is. And let's not underestimate that one who's taking that big step of faith, and we'll cheer her on too. Thanks for joining today. We'll have another More Than Small Talk episode for you soon. Holly, Jennifer, and I hope you'll share this with a friend today so they can be encouraged too.